everybody. Hi. Welcome to Moving Forward with Audrey now. I am Audrey. Thank you for being here. We are live Wednesdays at noon in Costa Rica, and that's also Central Time, by the way. And at 1 o'clock, it's the same time, okay? It's just different quote, time zones, and 1 o'clock Eastern Time. So, thank you for being here. We are going to be doing this is a healing show. So let me start with that. And if you don't know who I am in chronological English and way of looking at it. I am a born mystic intuitive, clairvoyant, healer, empath, artist. I created frequency stones. I'll show you a couple of them a little later. I originated the guides did. They taught me about it, genetic karmic patterning some years back, and a lot of other stuff. So we are at a time on our planet where it is extremely important for us to be managing our vibration and energy as well as we can. So, being centered, lifting ourselves naturally higher, dealing with the whatnot and the hoo ha of what I'm going to call the passing story. And am I immune to it? No, I am not. I am an empath. So, being immune to guides do not, I am not to discuss politics on this podcast. I am to bring healing. I will perhaps make posts elsewhere about some of that because I certainly have thoughts, ideas, and feelings. I'm sorry. My laptop is on my knees and I was starting to move around. This is an extremely informal studio. For right now, the fact that I could even get on here is to me somewhat miraculous. So please tell people about this quote unquote show podcast because I will be teaching live ways to evolve, grow, and be centered. So let's do some simple counting to help you get centered. Get comfortable. If you're in a situation where you can take off your shoes, if you're watching a child, if you're in any room where you're cutting food or anything, do that. Okay. If that's what you have to do, obviously pay attention to that. If you're in a situation, this is YouTube now, baby, so you can come back to this. All right. Insofar as I know, this stays here, hopefully. So we're going to do loosen anything that might be tight. You need to be comfortable. You're going to be breathing. I'm moving this down a little bit so you could see me a little better. So I will guide you in this. Okay, get ready. Get comfortable. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Notice how you're feeling. Notice if your energy has perhaps softened. Your heart has calmed. Your thoughts have slowed down. Now, Personally, I have I do various practices, the breathing attunements every day. One does not, at least not this one, suddenly reach a level and never have to do it again. That can happen. That can happen when one actually gets to a certain frequency vibration. Am I there yet that I never have to do this again? No. I am a person also in process. Before my eighth decade birthday, that my guides, I told you I'm clairvoyant, okay? My guide, my guides told me I was now entering my decade of mastery. I was to allow it, I was to embrace it, I was to be it. So that doesn't mean no more practice. So allow yourself to practice. Now, we're going to be doing, and if you want to learn more about alignment of the heart and the brain, please go to Heart Math Institute, HMI. I think it's .org. They are brilliant because the heart has its own brain that is more powerful than the brain in your head, and the heart brain directs the head brain. And if any of this information is brand new to you, please really pay attention and allow yourself to investigate further. When anyone tells you anything, it is up to you to investigate and check and not just hold on to old belief systems because many of them really are irrelevant. Not all, but many of them are completely false. People have asked me, and then I will do the lifting process. Why are we going through such changes now? Because we need to. Because I'm from the United States. I am living outside the United States at the moment. And the United States and the planet has been doing things that are so out of balance. And correct balance and appropriate energy and behavior to the planet, to one another, to the universe needed to be instituted. So the universe is having that happen with the different planetary movements, where the Earth is, things of that nature. I discussed some of this in last week's podcast. So please look at that because I'm not going to repeat. Um, I'm going to look for new things to say to you. Thank you. I will repeat, I will probably do some form of the lifting process because I do it every day. On every podcast. It is my absolute favorite breathing attunement. And yes, I learned it from the amazing Patricia Hayes at the School of, well, way back, it was called the School of Inner Sense Development, where I studied years back. And this is easy, easy, easy. I'm sorry, my nose itches. I don't know why. Um, so I'm an energy healer, frequency shifter, call it what you want. In that context, shamanic healer, people have different words. This goes along with any spiritual path, so it will harmonize with who you are. So sit comfortably, as I said. I will send energy to you, healing energy. If you don't want it, you simply say, not to me, to the energy, you don't want it. I recommend allowing it because it'll help you clear. And the words you'll be saying inside your head, I'll do it for you now as we move on, is you're getting higher and higher, lighter and lighter, freer and freer. You allow it. You don't push for it. You don't grab for it. You don't, you allow. This is a gentle, strong process. So I'm going to close my eyes and drink some water. This bottle has water. Okay, Keep yourself hydrated, very well hydrated. And okay, let me lift. Oh, your affirmation is I am the light. I breathe in light. I emanate light. I fill with light. I am the light. And you are, because we're all part of Source. I sometimes call it MC, main creator. We're all part of it. It's all part of our multiverse. And you and I are aspects of it, not separated. Even if this looks physical and in third dimension, it's called physical. But if you really look down into the physics, into the Planck aspect, which I don't have those kind of microscopes here, you'll see there's much space. So we are all connected. Breathe golden light into your heart. Allow the sunlight to fill you up and gently release. Let go. Breathe in silver light all around your heart center, filling your entire being, allowing the shining light reflected by the moon to fill you up. Breathe in white light into the linings of all of your cells. Allow this to occur and gently exhale. Breathe in again, golden light into the nucleus of all your cells. Know that you're safe. Know that you're protected. Know that you're blessed. Know that excellent, wondrous health is yours in your essence. Open to it. Open your frequencies. Open your telomeres. Open your brain cells. Open everything to be the light. And now, allow yourself, as you breathe, to get energetically higher and higher, lighter and lighter, freer and freer. You're getting higher and higher, lighter and lighter, freer and freer. Higher, lighter, freer. More energized, more soft, more strong. Higher, higher, lighter, lighter, freer, safe, positive, blessed, healed, prosperous. Higher, higher, lighter, freer. Allow yourself to float in this energy. Allow yourself to send this energy to any aspect of your being that you would like to give a little extra blessing to. You may send it to any aspect of the planet or people, if you have their permission, that you would like to see more free, more peaceful, more blessed. Now I shall be silent and allow you to be in your space. I will bring you forth shortly. You will hear little bells and my voice. Simply follow along. Meanwhile, keeping your eyes closed, your body relaxed, and enjoy. Keeping your eyes closed, as you feel ready, you may gently begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. You may move gently your hands on your wrists, your feet on your ankles. You may slowly, gently, and softly begin to move your body. You can also gently pat your body. And when your head is upright on your neck and facing forward, and you feel ready, you may gently and softly begin to open your eyes. Notice how you feel. You don't have to speak yet. If you like, you may report this in any of your devices or write it down. It's up to you. But let this really be taken in by you, allowed to be part of who you are. And notice you are lighter, higher, and freer naturally. We have endorphins and many different natural chemicals, so to speak, within our brain. We can change how we think. We can heal ourselves, everyone to some degree. Does it take practice? Yes. Does it take doing something, being something? Yes. Insofar as I have experienced, it isn't simply, okay, now I check. That's not, you have to feel it, you have to allow it, you go deep. And it helps if you actually believe, know that this is real, because it is. I remember years ago, different people would say that some of my work or I were woo-woo. Let me tell you, they just didn't know what they didn't know. It's that simple. So sometimes people in our species, when they don't understand something, rather than learning and asking intelligent questions or seeking wisdom, some of us, or possibly almost all of us, some of the time, will instead ridicule. There are way better ways than ridiculing. because the ridiculing actually is an aspect of the person doing the ridiculing, not at whomever that person may be aiming it, which also might, but it's the person that uses that energy. That's them. That's them. I I felt the guys like knocking on the door. So let me see who will come forward. I used to do classes way back, okay, and the beings came through that call themselves guides from the light beyond time. I haven't done that in a while. They're in that. I feel them. Let's see if they'll come out. And then sometimes others come out. So I don't know at this point who or what shall emerge. What I do know is it will be positive, it will be healing, it will be beautiful, it'll be beneficial. That I know because that's the energy I go to. And that is also my core. So if you're asking, can I get angry? Can I get annoyed? Yes. That's why the protective prayer was given to me. Okay, so you can see that, by the way, on my website, Audrey Now, AudryeNow.com. Look for the protective prayer. It is free. You can print it out, do what you want, but use it. Okay, let's see. We are here. We have been here all this while. We are with you and your audience all the time. Call on us. Allow yourselves to know, to feel, to allow that you are aspects of the highest possibilities on your planet. It is up to you, each and every one of you, what you would call a free choice to take the steps to allow that to manifest. Yes, it helps if you purify your body by your thoughts, by your actions, by the substances you put within yourself, both in what you call food and beverage. We know that our little Audrey, we call her our little one, has called some of what people eat and occasionally her junk. And in terms of nutrition for your body, mind, spirit, it is not actually nutrition. You, however, are free to do as you choose. You do not get punished other than this is cause and effect of what might happen to your physical vehicle by what you put into it and what you express out of it. Allow yourself to know that if you choose to live a truly amazing life, which all life, by the way, is amazing. It's like a maze, and it's amazing, outstanding, spectacular, unique. That is all up to you. That is all up to you. If you would like, we shall send you a healing, uplifting frequency energy. We can feel and sense many of you choose this. So here it is. Thank you. Be blessed. We are here. We can feel the emotional pain that so many of you carry from experience to experience to experience, for you have not diffused it or acknowledged it sufficiently. None of you are required to quote unquote suffer through this. It is absolutely within your power to diffuse this and let it go like vapor from a cloud, which we are sending purification to the water and other elements that are in your clouds and in your earth. Would you like us to do this now? We feel sufficient yes, so we shall. This can also enhance your own bodies, which, though they appear separate, as you know, are all connected. Those of you that feel the need or desire to cry, please do so. Allow the liquid to pour from your eyes in what you call tears, so that you are refreshed, cleansed, and uplifted. We have enjoyed being with you, and we shall return. Oh. I'm glad. I'm glad. They came through. They sounded a little different than they once had when I did this regularly in classes I was holding. Um, this pre-COVID, people came. um, so I hope you felt it. Allow it. Listen to this. Watch this again, and allow yourself. This is a very fine energy, and allow it. Again, it's up to you. It's up to you. This show is a gift. No, maybe not. Okay. This is a show as an offering. Okay. It is an offering of what I have to give. I am a healer. My guides told me I had to speak again and podcast. Okay. All right. What else was I going to do? Oh, it's hard to read this now. Count tapping. Oh, wow. I haven't done tapping without following somebody in a while. I've taught it in a couple of my courses. Yes, I have courses. The first one that I recommend people take, I'm going to tell you this because people who want to grow and love themselves, you start with the Morph course. It's Audrye now, AudryeNow.com/morph, MORPH. And go to the landing page. That's where you'll land. And I don't remember what I give away, but there's something. And there's that. The second course, in the way that I designed it in my head and the way I wrote them and the way it was given to me, is I call it the sex course. And it's called Sexuality, Sensuality, Spirituality, Stupendous Sex, Your Intimacy, Healing, Exuberance course. It's Audrye Now, AudryeNow.com/sex. It is a healing course, not a how to. All right, there's a little how to in it, okay? Because that just needed to be there. And then the third, these are online courses. The third course is the ISM course. And its full name, okay, what is the full name? What is it? It's healing. Wait, let me get it. Let me recall the full name. No, that's the name of the book. My book that you get free with this is Raising Race Consciousness, Healing Racism, Sexism, and Other Isms. You get that book free with this course. And God, I forget the full name of the course. This is why I am supposed to be doing brain gym every day. This week I haven't done it every day to help get everything a little more coherent. And by the way, we can live for years and years and years healthfully. Okay. Do we change? Yes, we change. Is that fine? Yes, it's part of the process. I still like to color my hair because I am a woman that loves color. And when my hair gets gray or white, my complexion, not a good look. Okay. I do not like it. I saw Jane Fonda on a podcast. That woman's hair was silver. I don't know how to do my hair silver. This was the color it used to be, more or less. So I'm kind of staying with that. Add a little red sometimes. But I'm an artist and I like color. Okay, so what was the name of that course? Ah, Ism Freedom. This is the full name of the course. Ism Freedom. Be free of the causes and effects of racism, sexism, and other isms. And it is Audrey Now, AudryeNow.com/ism, ISM. And I know what the prices are in the website. I do not know how to work the website. I had somebody doing it for me. At the moment, he's not. So if anybody would like to be my assistant, get in touch with me because I am not the one that is great at all that technical stuff. And I want to adjust some of those prices to make it easier for everybody to participate. I do not know how to do that. Nor do I choose to fully learn because, as one of my friends, the brilliant Yara Prezzo, has said, I have gone down that rabbit hole. OMG. Nope. Okay. So if you are good at that and we can work out an exchange so that you're feeling satisfied and that's what we shall do. Because these courses are amazing. And people who have taken them really love them. And do they grow? Yes. Yes. And you keep the course. When you're done, it's an online course. You download it week by week, then you end up having the whole course on your laptop, computer, whatever you've got. It will not work on a phone. It's way too much information. And I'm one of those extremely content rich people. So you can do each course over and over and over and over and over again, literally, and you will find new material in it because content rich. So you do what you can and daily, or it's a 6-week course, each of them. Or if you want, you can do it over 6 months. It is your choice. It is your life. It is how you choose to evolve in whatever way works for you. So let me see. Tapping. How do we do it? Okay, so I'll do it as I remember. Okay, I'm a righty. This is my right hand. This is my left hand. Taking full responsibility for my wellness and well-being, I allow myself to be at peace. I bring peace to my life. I bring peace to the world. I bring peace to my body. I open to peace. I allow peace. I am a peace messenger. I allow peace to flourish wherever I am. I recognize when I have some things that are other than peace. I allow that to be there as I slowly, gently, and easily release upset, anger, rage, and regret. I open to peace. I open to ease. I open to blessings. I send out peace to all the cells in my body. I emanate peace to what we can call the past, present, future, even if it's all one big whatnot. I allow peace to fill everything I do. I allow myself to have peace in all that I am. I am a peace messenger filled with peace. I open to peace in every way, body, mind, and soul. So that's called tapping, EFT, emotional frequency technique. You can tap with Brad Yates, literally tapping with Brad Yates. He has it on almost every topic you can imagine. So does my amazing friend Ricky, but I don't remember RIKKI, but I do not recall her link. But do it, even if it's a few moments a day, and do one for like a whole week, and start seeing what happens for you. For us to raise our frequency, we take actions. It isn't only mental. Okay. I don't know how many of you might be looking at any of the podcasts or going to any of the seminars, workshops, events that various beings, channeled beings that are from elsewhere, whether Bashar, whether disease, whether whomever, okay, they will all tell you, and I am also, that in this dimensional reality, we do have to take actions and we still meditate. We lift our frequencies, eat well, do some kind of exercise. When I'm complete here, I'm going to be going out and jumping on my rebounder. And yes, I will be doing brain gym and taking a long, beautiful walk. I am in a gorgeous little country and I love it. I also love the United States for various reasons. I am not there now. This is a healing podcast, and I will recommend, just in case, for entertainment purposes only. This is protection for me doing all that I do and what I share with you for entertainment purposes only. Um, I am mostly raw vegan, by the way, for many years, many years. And that's it. So I said I was going to talk about eternality now. So I see we only have 15 minutes left. Oh, my heavens. So, what do you think happens when you complete your quote unquote life on earth? Do you follow a religion that tells you X and X and X? Have you had your own experiences? What do you think happens? I know that certain religions can tell you if you are quote bad, you go to what looks like a bad place and get punished. Others say nothing happens, you become a nothing. Just others say you float up to some paradisical place with maybe little harps. That's not what I think happens. Okay. I have been lucky enough to have a near death experience, NDE, actually, while I was birthing my daughter, literally. And I got to speak with the shiny light beings, and that's what they literally were. Like, I have a face, they had shiny light. And the energy was stupendous, loving, caring, the colors. And I love color. This is this is one of my frequency stones. Can you see it? This is one of my frequency stones filled with color. and it's a heavy one. So I'm going to put it back down. Ugh. This is a smaller one. This is a medium one. That's a medium large. You all can get one. They do have to be shipped to you. And this is a little one. Little. But they all have to be shipped. And then you have one of these. They will help shift your energy. They will help you ground because they are a rock. They're made with prayer and intention, crystals, color, and every color affects our frequency. Beauty realigns our brain and our heart and our body. So make sure that you create your home wherever you are with some kind of beauty, even if it's a little corner. I remember once I was living somewhere and I meditate daily, okay, pretty much, okay, like that. And I didn't have anywhere to set up an altar. And for me, an altar represented the elements: fire, air, water, earth, spirit. I had a little tiny section that I used for my altar, and I focused on it and other areas. Create that for yourself. Create your holy place, HOLYWHOLE hyphen Y, holy, your place that is whole, all of who you are, all of what exists. Now, going forward again, although this happened chronologically in time, and if time really is all at the same time for everyone all the time, still kind of grokking that. This was some years ago. Nonetheless, this lives inside of me. Did I make this up? No. Did I imagine it? No. And although my physical body was very busy birthing my daughter, I was talking to the shiny light beings. And from my experience, I felt very physical, on they gave choice to live or die. They literally told me, especially one of them who I seemed to know, it was like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? It was kind of like that. And that one, who was more the spokesperson or spokesbeing for them all, was letting me know it would be easier for me to go through that door. Okay, where's my hand? That door over there, and be done with the earth situation. And I was birthing my daughter, baby. I was 38. There was no way, none, that I was going to leave. I know. I stamped my foot, and yes, not the foot on my physical body that was in the birthing, not the birthing room. It was actually an operating room because I had an emergency C-section. Okay, because that's a whole other story. But I can do it another time. But I stamped my foot. It felt like in this near-death experience that I had a physical body, not the physical body that was birthing my daughter. As they put it, that body is doing that. But you, the essence of you, who you are, is here now. And the energy was so astoundingly gorgeous and beautiful and wonderful. And I was going to have my daughter. Nothing, no thing, nothing was going to stop me. So I stamped my foot and said, I am going to live. I am going to have I am going to have my child. This is so real. This is so real. Now I want to release this because I have mascara on. I don't want any marks. And once we went over that a few times, I started to move out of that surreal, amazing, real place, different from the earth reality that I've been living cohesively for 38 years. I am beyond 38 now. If you read the intro about whatever, I am in my 8th decade. That means I'm in my 80s. And I am. Uh, and after the guides and I, got it straight that I was going to live, I heard, "You have a healthy baby girl." Heard that a few times, began to open my eyes. My former spouse was leaning like right near me. And the healthy baby, you have that, where I believe the OB, the doctor, and I had a healthy baby girl who's now an amazing woman who weighed 3 pounds, 12 ounces. She was little and she did well. She's still doing well. Okay, yes, she's doing fabulously. And if you're going to ask, do we always agree on everything? No. We're two different persons. And in our essences, the love is huge. By the way, if you want to know more about your own child, have you ever had an astrology chart done? You will learn a lot. Do I do those things? Yes. I still do private readings. Okay. And go to the website. Whatever those prices are, I will give different prices unless my former, unless he's coming back, I don't know, personal assistant, I'd ask the prices to be changed. I don't know if they were, but talk to me. Free? It's not free. Okay, no, that wouldn't be a fair exchange. But I have shifted the prices because so many of us are going through such shifts. SHIFTS. I would like everybody who desires it to be avail themselves of my services and my art and my books, all of that, all of that. I did not write them for me. Although in the writing I grew because I studied and interviewed and grew. So, yes. Okay, so I did the channel. Oh, pet peeves. What did I write for the pet peeves? Oh, yes. So I've decided, okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. I've decided to have a pet peeve segment in the podcast, and I'll bring in other segments and release segments. And one of my pet peeves is when I read or people say, "This kind of person never this," or "This is always that." Like, really? Really? Oftentimes that is completely false. Or I mentioned in the previous show, when someone makes a group of people as though everybody is the same, white people this, black people that. Really? Did you interview every white person? Did you interview every black person? Really? And what makes a black person? In the United States, many are mixed. And I know some will say we're all mixed. We're not going back to the beginning of time. But not everyone is as mixed as that. And then some people will say, we're all the same. Actually, we're not. We carry different energy. We have different abilities. Our bodies are even made differently. This is not racist. This is not any of that. This is simple observation and allowing us to have our individuality, understanding we are all souls. And we are all, especially those who choose it, evolving, growing, shifting, becoming, as we are also being. So, some of my pet peeves, in addition to the old famous ones, leaving a toilet seat up, no, is someone saying, this is always that. No, very rarely is it always. Or this is never that. Really? No. And now that Pluto is in Aquarius, okay, and will be there for about 19 years. And Neptune on the 31st of March, and this is February 26th, is going into Aries from Pisces, its rulership. Things are going to change. And then next month, April, I have to look at, I forget the exact date. I think it's the 21st, but I don't remember. We're going to have Uranus go from Taurus into Gemini, given another month and two. There are going to be such energetic changes for a number of years. So this always, this never, this yeah, no, 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 no. No. There are going to be lots of changes. Some of it on the earth, literally. Some of it in people's mentality. It's going to be, as it moves, more egalitarian, but that doesn't mean you don't have to do anything. Find out what your ability, your talents are, maximize them, develop new ones, allow yourself to flourish, make friends. Rather than competition, have cooperation. This whole nonsense from, what is it, Survival of the Species, or whatever that was, where that was written years ago, that competition is the way of survival. No, that is not the way of survival. That's the way of death. The way of survival and thrival is cooperation, is all of us doing our part with one another. And you'll find that when you have that vibration within you and you emanate it, which means you vibrate it out, it comes from you, you will find people like that. Treasure them, get to know them. And if you dislike certain things, rather than emanating hatred and rage, and that takes something to refrain from doing that. That's why the protective prayer, look in my website, use it, feel it, mean it, and be it. Does nobody any good. And have I felt it? Oh, heavens, please. Yes. So do I continue to evolve? Yes. 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 All of us allow this. From the, I call them zygotes, by clients before they have their Saturn return, which means younger than about 28, 29 years. I call them all zygotes. And a zygote is like the cell when it's been fertilized and it starts to divide. It's at a certain point, it's a zygote. Has all that it needs within. It just has not yet become that. So allow that to happen. Allow yourself to thrive. Notice your thought patterns. Now, we're going to complete with gratitudes and appreciation. So, one, I am so grateful that I am doing this podcast and we actually got it up. Yay! I appreciate the help everyone has given me and continues to give me. I appreciate all of the goodness in every human being. And as people emanate it and create beauty, wonderfulness, healing, gorgeousness, prosperity on the planet, thank you. Thank you. If somebody is choosing to create destruction, let that, nope. Create what you choose to live. Create the life you choose to live. Focus on that. Make that where you point yourself and where you go. Okay. See you next week. Thank you. Bye. Blessings.